So in this video, we're just starting outcome C, which is talking about integers, and we kind of start off with just comparing integers. First things first, an integer is a positive or negative whole number, all right? So we won't have any decimals, no fractions, nothing like that, just like 5, 17, negative 9, negative 143, stuff like that, all right? No, 43.9 or 4/5 or nothing like that yet. Okay, so we're just comparing integers, and we need to start off by figuring out, okay, I've got a number line here, and we've got 0 right smack dab in the middle. Well, we all know that going to the right here after 0, we got a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay, that's awesome. All right, something that is a little less familiar right now is the numbers that go to the left, okay? So we know on the right-hand side of 0, we have our positive numbers here. All right, we'll highlight that in yellow there. But on the left-hand side, all right, 0 is a neutral number. On the left-hand side, just kind of like a battery, we're going to have our negative sign there. All right, I'll highlight that in pink. And it's the exact same thing as the positive side, it's just with negative numbers instead. All right, so my first one over here is a 1. My first one over here is going to be a negative 1. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and since I have a positive 5 over here, we'll put a negative 5 over there just to balance things out. Okay? So we have our negative numbers over here. We have 0, which is a neutral number, and then we have our positive numbers to the right, which are our normal numbers that we know. Okay? So when I'm comparing integers, when I'm saying, okay, which one's bigger? We can start off with an easy one, all right? I don't think we need to compare just positives because we know, 5 is bigger than 4. Okay, we've learned that since kindergarten maybe. Okay? But on my left-hand side with the negatives, this is where it starts getting a little more confusing. The bigger the number is, 4, 5, 6, as we get negative, it's actually the smaller number. Okay? So if I were to compare negative 5 and negative 3, and we're going to use an inequality sign, I would say that negative 5 is actually less than negative 3. Okay, and this is my less than sign there. All right, so negative 5 is less than negative 3, and the way I like to explain to the kids, a negative number would be like owing money. All right, if I owe $5 or I owe $3, all right, which one's the better one? I want to owe $3, all right. So owing $3 means you have a little more money, less money that you owe them, which is a better thing. Okay, so then I get into, negative 3 and 6, okay. I know 6 isn't on here, but we can assume. All right, well, what one's the bigger number? You owe $3 or you have $6? I would rather have $6 though. If I had negative, we'll say negative 8, all right, because it's not on here, and that's a good one. Negative 8 and negative 14, all right. Remember, the bigger the number is with a negative sign, the smaller it really is in real life. So negative 8 is actually going to be bigger or greater than negative 14. So that's comparing integers. All right, that's not too bad. A couple words that we will want to know as far as what means positive, what means negative. Positives, negatives. If I gain something, it's a positive. If I lose, or if I have a loss or something, it's going to be a negative. If I deposit, all right, if I'm talking about a bank, that's a positive. If I withdraw, that's a negative. Let's see, we have gain, we have deposit, we have lose, we have withdraw. If I go up, it's a positive. Down, it's a negative. And then maybe one more. If I go forwards, on the number line. All right, I'm going positive. If I go backwards, it's going to be my negative there. Okay? Hopefully this helps a little bit.